Vertigo. If you're somebody who struggles with vertigo or just simple struggles with imbalances or feeling maybe dizzy, or you just don't have enough spatial awareness of what's happening within your body, this is going to be a great video for you. I'm going to be talking about the vestibular system and how that affects our body's ability to know where it's at in space and how to strengthen it, but most importantly, reset our nervous system to acclimate better with the vestibular system. And if you don't want to watch this explanation, just skip forward into the exercises. Years ago, I was introduced to a system called Original Strength. Original Strength was created by a gentleman named Tim Anderson. Him and a few other founders created the system where when we can replicate movements that we did when we were a child, we actually tap into our vestibular system and improve our body's ability to move and our central nervous system, and most importantly, our parasympathetic nervous system. Your parasympathetic nervous system is your body's ability to relax, digest, and breathe. Think about it this way. It's passive. You're relaxed. On the opposite side of that nervous system is our sympathetic nervous system. And your sympathetic nervous system is more so related to stress. High alert, there's a bear that's going to eat me. And those two are always working back and forth within each other. We want to be more parasympathetic than sympathetic. And that's some of the goals that we're going to be focusing on with this video today. So in the Original Strength system, we talk a lot about 5 specific things: breathing, head control, rolling, rocking, and crawling or cross patterning. And so our vestibular system sits all the way deep inside our inner ear, and it has our body's ability to know where it's at in space, our balance, and just our stability. And so within the vestibular system, there's a few areas that we're going to contact to help us bring it to light. So one of the main areas that we're going to focus on is placing the tongue to the roof of the mouth. What that helps you with is there's a neural connection between that and your diaphragm. So you're going to be able to breathe better with the tongue slightly pressed to the roof of the mouth. The other thing is our ocular nerve. Our ocular nerve is a nerve that's connected from our eye all the way back into the vestibular system as well, so they're a connection. And so when we go through these movements, we want to make sure that we're letting the eyes direct the movement to tap into the vestibular system through the ocular nerve. And that's a lot of anatomy put into one nutshell of let's breathe appropriately, let's control movement with our eyes, and move through it slowly. So people who are struggling with their sense of awareness, their balance, vertigo, it often goes back to a weak vestibular system. And so how we can tap into that and make it better is by resetting it through the movements I'm going to show you today. Now, there's a dozen variations that we can go through with each reset. I'm just going to show you some of my favorites. That way you can put this into practice to help build up your own vestibular system, but also to press reset to get your nervous system firing in an appropriate way, but most importantly, get you into what's called parasympathetic, where you're in a relaxed state. So the first exercise we're going to begin with is belly breathing. So I'm going to place my forearms onto my forehead, and from here what I'm going to do is I'm going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. So I'm going to take in 10 deep breaths. So it's a slow motion through the nose and out through the mouth. Now, as you're breathing in, if you have the availability to tap further into the vestibular system, just keep your tongue to the roof of the mouth and focus on inhaling and exhaling through the nose. The next exercise we're going to go into is head nods and head rotations. So with this is where it's really important to get the eyes to go through the motion. So as I'm going downward, my eyes direct the movement. So my eyes move down first and my head follows. I then move my eyes upward and my head follows. So it's a slow, controlled motion. I'm looking at every spot that I see, from the ceiling to the wall to the floor to my hands in front of me. So it's a slow motion, letting the eyes direct where I'm going. We're going to do 5 reps upward and downward. From there, we're going to go into head rotations where I'm looking over my shoulder. So that shoulder is going to scrunch down just a little bit. So I'm looking at my heel. I'm scanning the room with my eyes. My forehead is up. I'm looking at the opposite side. Scanning the room once again, letting my eyes control the movement as my head follows. And with these, we're going to do 5 reps on each side. Next, we're going to go into a rolling pattern. So with the rolling pattern, we're going to take our knees up towards our chest. Remember, the eyes and the head control the movement. So my eyes turn to the right as my head follows, then my body rotates. From here, my eyes turn to my left side. I turn my head, and I'm letting my body follow along with it. So I'm just rolling from side to side, slow and controlled, letting my eyes and head control the movement here. And with those, we're going to be doing anywhere from 5 to 10 reps on each side. Next is going to be rocking. So with the rocking position, I'm going to have the toes up. I prefer the toes up for this one just because I can get a greater stretch throughout the toes and ankles, but I'm going to keep my eyes and head up. From here, I'm going to rock my hips back, then rock forward. Slow and controlled motion here, letting the palms push me back and letting my hips rock me forward. Keep the eyes and head up. Keep the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Inhale and exhale through the nose. And with these, we're going to go 10 reps. For the last exercise, we're going to refer to it as crawling, or that cross pattern movement where opposite arm, opposite leg moves. My preferred exercise for this movement is going to be a cross crawl. So I'm tall and tight. I'm moving opposite arm, opposite leg, tapping hand to knee. And with these, we're going to do 10 reps on each side. So when it comes to strengthening your vestibular system and pressing reset for your nervous system, that's the sequence we're going to go through. So the first exercise we started with is some belly breathing. We're going to take in 10 breaths there. As soon as you're done with those, we're going to be moving into head nods and head rotations. 5 reps of going upward and downward, and 5 reps of going left and right. As soon as you're done with your head rotations, we're moving into our rolling pattern, and with that one, we're going to be doing 5 to 10 reps on each side. From there, we're going to be moving into some quadruped rocking with the toes up, and with those, we're going to be doing 10 reps. Then to wrap up with, we have our cross crawl with those 10 reps on each side. So if you're struggling with your vestibular system and your balance and just your sense of awareness or that vertigo, go ahead and try this and just do it daily. It takes less than 5 minutes. It helps you feel good. And most importantly, if any of these aggravate any of the symptoms you're dealing with, don't do it, and please go talk to a doctor. So if you found this video helpful, please share it with a friend, and I will see you in the next one.